see the winners of 5 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Knights offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Richardson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So Kansas offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing, watching that tape back from his last...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them up.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Rockchalk. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown.
Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
A short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Gray. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. This would have been about a 45-yard field goal attempt. They'll pass on that and go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll run it from the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Hand off from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on down.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the O? No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Boy, did that one have revolution checked out. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Jayhawks have pushed it inside the 20. Here comes the heat. He'll score! Touchdown, Kansas! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical in front.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the returner is stopped. Motion from the back. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Parrish. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. That's it by to the end zone, and it's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Making side adjustments here. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. The give on the inside. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Wide open downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Leaves it with the back. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. Nice move, create some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knights. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
UCF 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Gray. He uncorks one deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air, moving out of the pocket. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Daniel. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if... Into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
How about that? Second
Ball goes out of bounds. Here we go, sack. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Here's a heat. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch.